In a pipe manufacturing plant, a worker pulls a heavy cart along the aisle with his back turned toward an operating pipe threading machine, unaware he's getting too close. Never, ever work or walk within reaching distance of a rotating component that is not fully protected by guarding. During a patio renovation, a worker steps off a ladder onto a narrow wooden beam to reposition a roof panel. As he climbs on the beam, his footing becomes unstable. Never, ever use a structural beam or rafter as a standing surface. This is a serious working platform misuse. Structural members are designed to carry vertical loads, not to provide lateral stability for foot placement. To prevent this, all elevated work must be performed from a stable, flat working platform. If an extended reach is required, use a mobile scaffold tower or a crawling board, chicken ladder that distributes weight across a wider surface. If a task cannot be performed safely from the ladder, the solution is improved access equipment, not a riskier body position. At an equipment stabilization site, workers adjust rigging on a mobile crane that has already lost stability. During the process, the crane shifts unexpectedly. This scenario highlights the extreme unpredictability of secondary movement during stabilization operations. When equipment has already lost stability, its center of gravity is often unknown, and structural components may already be compromised. To prevent this, enforce a double radius exclusion zone around all stabilization operations. Only essential personnel should be present. On a busy street, a driver sits on the edge of a reversing three-wheeled haulier to steer the vehicle. A sharp turn suddenly throws off his balance. The steering bars on these machines function as long lever arms. Sharp steering inputs can cause the handlebars to move quickly across the trailer's front area. Anyone positioned within that sweep path is exposed to sudden handlebar movement and reduced stability due to the speed and reach of the steering mechanism. To prevent this, never sit on the front edge of a trailer where steering components can sweep through. When reversing in confined spaces, it is safer to dismount and guide the vehicle from the side while maintaining full clearance from all moving steering mechanisms. In a narrow alleyway, a forklift begins rolling backwards toward a parked pickup truck. A nearby worker instinctively moves closer in an attempt to stop it. Never, ever place yourself between moving equipment and a fixed object. This is a serious restricted movement zone risk. Industrial vehicles carry significant mass and momentum even at very low speeds. When two solid objects move toward each other, the space between them becomes an increasingly unsafe narrowing gap with no reliable escape path. To prevent this, accept that equipment contact or property damage is always preferable to personal risk. At a residential call-out, two crew members climb an extension ladder to access a garage roof. The ladder base is placed on packed snow and ice. As they ascend, the base loses surface friction. Never, ever set a ladder on snow or ice without securing the base. This is a serious base stability failure. Standard rubber ladder feet rely entirely on surface friction, which is significantly reduced in icy conditions. As weight is applied, downward force creates outward pressure that can cause uncontrolled base movement. To prevent this, always clear the base area down to solid ground or pavement. If ice cannot be removed, engage ladder ice spikes or secure the base using a designated footing device until the ladder is tied off at the top. Stability must be fully established before ascent begins. Inside a textile facility, a worker stands in front of a pressurized washing unit to check internal conditions, unaware that the level indicators are faulty. Never, ever operate or troubleshoot pressurized equipment with defective safety instrumentation. This is a serious defective equipment condition. Pressure and level indicators are the primary means of understanding internal operating conditions. Without accurate readings, operators are working without reliable situational awareness, while stored energy hazards remain present. To prevent this, enforce a strict stop-and-fix rule. If critical gauges fail, the equipment must be shut down and locked out until repairs are completed. In a muddy delivery area, workers manually unload large granite slabs from a flatbed truck. As one slab is slid free, the balance of the remaining stack changes. Never, ever unstrap or move a vertical slab without securing the remaining stack. This is a serious stack stability risk. Stone slabs stored vertically depend on precise angles, spacing, and restraint systems. Disturbing one element without mechanical support can allow the full stack to begin shifting as a single unit. To prevent this, use mechanical lifting devices such as slab clamps or knuckle booms instead of manual sliding. Ensure the truck is parked on firm, level ground to prevent chassis movement. Always install safety stakes, keeper bars, or restraint posts before loosening any securing straps. In a garage workspace, a painter overreaches from the top of an A-frame stepladder, creating a fall hazard. Never, ever allow your belt buckle to pass outside the side rails of a ladder. This is a serious off-center reach error. Stepladders remain stable only when the weight is centered between all 4 feet. Side overreach turns the body into a liver that can tip the ladder. To prevent this, follow the belt buckle rule at all times. If the work cannot be reached comfortably, climb down and reposition the ladder. In a busy loading area, a motorized tuk-tuk travels through shared traffic lanes. As it approaches an intersection, a forklift emerges from the left. Never, ever assume right-of-way in mixed vehicle environments. This is a serious limited visibility interaction risk. Forklifts often have significant visibility restrictions, and their forks extend beyond the main chassis. Smaller vehicles can easily enter unseen operating zones. To prevent this, treat all intersections as stop zones. Use audible warnings when approaching limited visibility corners. Forklift operators must travel with forks low to the ground, and smaller vehicles must maintain safe following distances and clear sight lines before proceeding. Inside a fabrication shop, 2 workers manually position a large wooden wall frame. When one worker steps away to address another task without communicating, the remaining worker is left supporting the structure alone. Never leave a heavy or unstable load supported only by another person. This creates an unsupported load condition where manual holding does not provide consistent or reliable stability. Without mechanical bracing, even small shifts in weight distribution can exceed what one person can safely manage. You must secure all vertical loads using clamps, braces, or temporary supports before stepping away. Always communicate clearly before releasing a load and confirm that it is fully self-supporting. On a roadside worksite, an operator raises a loader bucket to a high lift height to clear the side of a truck. As the bucket reached its highest position, the material within it shifted. Never, ever raise a loose load to full height without a spill guard or load backrest. This is a serious material retention risk. As loader arms rise, linkage geometry can change the bucket's angle, allowing unsecured material to reposition toward the rear of the bucket. To prevent this, never lift higher than necessary until actively dumping. To keep learning from these important workplace safety lessons, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Stay aware, stay safe.